Hi you guys, today we'll be designing this Nintendo Game Boy in the Procreate app for iPad. So grab your Apple Pencil and your iPad and let's get started. Click on the plus symbol and select whatever canvas you prefer. I myself am choosing square. Click on the Layers panel, tap Background Color, and select a different color to start with, whatever you prefer. You can always change this later by clicking on the layer and adjusting this setting. Click Done. Click on the color circle and select whatever color you'd like your Game Boy to be. Click on the Brush tool, find the cursive A for calligraphy, and monoline. Make sure the brush opacity is 100%, and choose whatever brush size you prefer. I think I'll try 15%. Click on the wrench, Canvas, Drawing Guide, Edit Drawing Guide, Symmetry. Tap Done. Tap on the Layers panel. Layer 1 says Assisted. Let's change that for this first part. Tap on this layer and turn off Drawing Assist. Layer 1 should not say Assisted. Click on the ribbon or selection tool with rectangle and color fill turned on or blue. You can use your two-finger punch to zoom out so you can see everything clearly. And with these settings, drag a rectangle, you'll see these lines appear to whatever size you'd like your Game Boy to be. When you let go, it should color fill automatically with whatever color you selected. Click on the arrow tool, click it again, and now you can use freeform or uniform to change the shape of your rectangle. Uniform is if you want to make it bigger or smaller but keep all of the proportions the same. Two-finger tap to undo whenever you don't like something. Freeform is to change the shape from left to right, down or up, or anything in between. Two-finger tap to undo, and resize it as you prefer. I think mine's fine there. Perhaps I'll use freeform just to make it a little bit shorter and a little thinner. Click on the lightning bolt under the arrow tool and make sure that snapping is blue and magnetics is gray. Without touching any of the blue handles now, push outside of it until you find the two crossing orange lines. There's mine. Oops. Try again. And I got it that time. Click on the arrow to get out of that. Press and hold the eraser tool to get the seam brush, which once again is calligraphy monoline. For this Game Boy, let's make the bottom right corner the biggest curve. So with the eraser tool, draw a curve and hold it. Leave the pencil on the screen. It should say Art Created or something like that at the top. You can let it go and tap Edit Shape to get the curve that you want for this corner. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just whatever you prefer. When you have your curve how you like it, tap on the eraser tool to get out of that. You can make the eraser brush size larger and erase back the extra triangle piece on this corner. Two-finger quick pinch to get back to the largest size. If you want to leave sharp corners on the other three, you can absolutely do so. If you want these two to match at the top, tap on the Layers panel, the two squares icon, tap this Layer 1 and select Drawing Assist. It should now say Assisted. With the eraser tool still selected, change your brush size as you prefer. I'll try 12% or 13, something like that. Zoom into the space if it helps you with your two-finger push out and erase back however much you'd like to create a subtle curve. And it will mirror on both sides. Two-finger tap to undo whenever something like that happens. And erase back this corner as well, however much you'd like it to be. Two-finger quick pinch to get back to the largest size again. And I think this is alright for mine. Tap on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer. Click on the color circle and select whatever color you'd like your screen to be. I think mine will be kind of a green color, but choose whatever you prefer. Click on the ribbon or selection tool with rectangle and color fill still turned on. And in this upper space, drag the rectangle however wide you'd like it to be, and let go. While this line is still around it, this dotted line, you can click on the color circle and adjust the color to your preference. Otherwise, you can drag and drop the color into that space. Click on the arrow tool, click it again. With your snapping still blue, push until you find the up and down orange line. Click on the Layers panel, the two squares icon. Plus symbol to add a new layer. Choose a color for your buttons, whatever you'd like them to be. I think I'll choose kind of gray for mine, maybe a bluish gray. Pick whatever you like. Click on the ribbon or selection tool with rectangle and color fill still turned on. Drag a rectangle, a thin one, right about to there. Click on the Layers panel, the two squares icon. On this layer, swipe left, tap Duplicate. Click on the arrow tool, rotate 45 degrees, tap that twice. It should make this cross. Click on the Layers panel, two-finger pinch to merge these two layers together, or tap on the top layer and select Merge Down, whatever is your preference. With the cross all together like this, the up and down, left and right buttons, click on the arrow tool and move it around to wherever you'd like it to be. I think mine will be a little bit further down. You'll see these blue lines appear, and that's snapping. If you don't like it, tap on the lightning bolt and turn that off. Mine's are right there for now. Click on the Layers panel plus symbol to add a new layer. Tap on the color circle, pick out whatever color you'd like for your A and B buttons to be. Mine will be fine with orange. Click on the brush tool, make sure it's still set to the cursive A for calligraphy and monoline, and that your opacity, your brush opacity, is 100%. Draw a circle, leave the pencil on the screen. Something will appear at the top like ellipse created. Place your finger there. You can drag out or push in till you like the size of the button, and lift up. Drag your color into that space to fill it. Click on the arrow tool and make it bigger or smaller on uniform if you prefer. I like mine better that size. Click on the Layers panel. On this layer, swipe left, tap Duplicate. Arrow tool, push it up and kind of to the right, wherever you think it should go. Tap on the Layers panel, pinch to merge these together. Arrow tool if you'd like to place them somewhere else. Whatever you like. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer. Tap on the color circle, choose whatever color you'd like for the Select and Start buttons to be. Click on the Layers panel, tap on this new layer, and select Drawing Assist. You can use monoline. Change the brush size as you prefer. I'll try 10%. And from the middle, just drag out. Maybe mine will need to be a little bit bigger. I'll try about 18%, and maybe a little bit lighter. From the middle here, with leaving a space, drag out. Leave the pencil on the screen. Place your finger down. Lift up. You can tap Edit Shape if you'd like to push them closer together or further apart, whichever is your preference. I think mine will be fine right about there. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer. Choose a kind of dark gray color, whatever you like. Tap on the screen to get out of that. Draw a line. I'll make mine just a little bit lighter than that. Draw a line. Leave the pencil on the screen, it will straighten up. 2-finger tap to undo if you don't like something. I'll make my line just a bit bigger. Maybe I'll try 25%. Draw a line kind of pointing toward this corner we made before, the round corner. Right about there. Click on the Layers panel, swipe, duplicate, arrow tool, and move it over to where you think it should go. You can zoom in if it helps you. I think I'll leave mine right about there. Click on the Layers panel, 2-finger pinch to merge them together. Swipe left, duplicate. Arrow tool, do this again. Wherever you think they should go, tap on the lightning bolt and turn off snapping if it gets annoying. Mine looks fine right about there. Swipe left, duplicate. Arrow tool, right about there for mine. Oop, a little bit over. Tap on the Layers panel, pinch to merge these 3 layers together. 2-finger quick pinch to get back to the largest size. Zoom out further if it helps you. Tap on the arrow tool and move these to where you think they should go. You can even use uniform to make it smaller if you prefer, and I think I do. Arrow tool to get out of that. Click on the wrench, add the plus symbol, add text. Click on the color circle and pick a different color, whatever is your preference. I think I'll have mine be kind of blue or maybe kind of purple. And here you can type Nintendo Game Boy, or if you have something else that you prefer, do that as well. Double tap here to get the capitals, if you prefer. You can even highlight a portion of it, tap here, and change the settings as you prefer. For example, maybe I'll try regular italic or light italic, something like that. I'll bring this bar to the left to change the size. 2-finger tap to undo if you don't like something though. Tap Done, click here, highlight it by double tapping or triple tapping if that's how it works on yours. Drag this blue bar down, tap here, and you can adjust the settings to your preference. For example, I'll choose Helvetica, and I'll drag this bar to resize it. Something like 43% looks fine for now. Tap Done, arrow tool, drag it to where you think it should go. You can also use these blue bars on uniform if you'd like to resize it that way as well. Continue playing with these settings until you find your preference for the font. For example, I will double tap here again, closing my keyboard when I need to. If I can't see it, I'll click Select All, and I will click on Regular and try perhaps Bold, and done. I think I like that better for mine. Change yours to your preference and use your arrow tool to move it to where you'd like it to go. Click on the wrench, add text. You can use the same color or a different one. Click on the A, large A, arrow tool. On uniform, you can make it smaller. Push and pull to drag it to your buttons. I'll put my A here, but I will use this green bar to turn it toward the left. Click on the arrow to get out of that. As you can see, mine is too far over, so I'll tap on the arrow and nudge it this direction, and this one as well. Arrow to get out of that. Click on the Layers panel, swipe left, tap Duplicate. Arrow tool, push it to the other button. Arrow tool, tap on B letter, double tap to highlight it, change it to a large B. Arrow tool, tap outside of the blue handles to nudge it. If you see this, tap outside of it to get out of that. I think mine looks okay there. Arrow tool to get out of it. Quick pinch to get back to largest size. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer. Tap on the color circle and find red, bright red. Click on the brush tool. Scroll down on the left and find the star for luminance. On the right, find light pen. On the left side, add the light wherever you think it should go. You can zoom into the space if it helps you. Change your brush size as needed. I'll try 32%. Two-finger quick pinch to get back to the largest size. Arrow tool if you prefer to move it somewhere else on your picture, higher or lower, whatever you like. Arrow tool to get out of that. Click on the color circle and choose a dark gray color, whatever is your preference. Click on the Layers panel, the two squares icon. Tap on your screen layer, which for me is this green one, layer 2. Tap it again and click Select. Turn off color fill. Tap Invert. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer. Drag this color into that space and drop it. Click on the Layers panel, tap on this layer, select Clipping Mask. Tap on the ribbon or selection tool to get out of that. Click on the magic wand, Gaussian blur. You might have to tap Layer. It should say Gaussian blur, slide to adjust. Place the pencil on the screen and push it toward the right. You'll see that number increase and you should begin to see a shadow on the interior of your screen. I think that I will leave mine at about 12%, but make your shadow whatever you prefer. Tap on the magic wand to get out of that. Click on the Layers panel, tap on your screen layer. Use your two-finger, swipe to the right to activate Alpha Lock. If that gesture doesn't work for you, tap on this layer and select Alpha Lock from the options to the left. Decorate your game however you prefer. I myself am going to try to replicate a classic game called Frogger, but you should add whatever kind of a game you'd like to play on your Game Boy. Ribbon or selection tool with rectangle and color fill turned on so that I can drag a shape for the road for my game. Two-finger tap to undo if you don't like something and just try it again. I think my road should be a little bit wider than that. Try again. That'll be all right. Make sure to tap the ribbon or selection tool to get out of that. Click on the color circle and select a color for the water. Ribbon or selection tool with rectangle and color fill turned on again. Drag the color for the water. You can always change the color if you don't like it before clicking something else to get out of there. With my road and my water base already complete, I will add a new layer. Click on the Layers panel, plus symbol to add a new layer. It automatically selects Clipping Mask because the top layer, the shadow layer, is clipped to that layer. Tap on the color circle and find whatever colors you prefer. I'm going to add logs to the river, so I'll choose a brown color. But choose whatever color works for your game. Ribbon or selection tool with rectangle and color fill turned on. Just zoom into this space so I can see a little bit more clearly. With this, I'll just drag as many little rectangular logs as I prefer. Two-finger tapping to undo if I just don't like something. Add whatever you like to your game. While the dots are still around it, I'll tap on the color circle and choose whatever color I prefer for the logs to be. I didn't really like that first color, so I'll just try again. And that works better for me. Ribbon or selection tool to get out of that. Here I'm going to select white. With the ribbon or selection tool on rectangle with color fill, I will create the white lines for my pavement. Ribbon or selection tool on freehand with no color fill, wrap it around an object you'd like to move, tap on the gray circle, arrow tool, and you can move it to wherever you'd like it to be. For example, I'd like mine to look more like it's in the middle of my pavement. That'll be about right for mine. Ribbon or selection tool again, still with freehand and no color fill. Wrap it around an object, tap on the gray circle, three-finger swipe down, tap duplicate. Click on the lightning bolt and turn on snapping and magnetics if you prefer, and push, following that blue line, to where you'd like your object to be. Layers panel, swipe left on from selection, duplicate, arrow tool, push to where you'd like it to be. Layers panel, two-finger pinch on both of these layers to merge them together. Swipe left, duplicate, arrow tool, push them to where you'd like them to be, following that blue line again, if you prefer. If you get off center, just two-finger tap to undo and try it again. Swipe left, duplicate, arrow tool, push it to where you'd like it to be. One more time, swipe left, duplicate, arrow tool, Push it to where you'd like it to be. Tap on the Layers panel and merge all of those layers together. Plus symbol to add a new layer. Here, if you would like to add in some emoticons, you absolutely can, and I'll show you how to do that. Click on the wrench. Under Add Text. Click on the globe or whatever your icon is. It might actually have emoticons here. And find whatever icons or emoticons or emojis, whatever you like to call them, you want to add to your picture. So for example, I will add the frog face for my Frogger character. Arrow tool. Zooming out with my 2-finger pen so I can see everything clearly. I'll just push my Frogger over here. If snapping gets annoying, tap on the lightning bolt and turn off snapping and magnetics whenever you need to. And continue moving your elements around to where you'd like them to be. I think my Frogger will be all right there. Wrench, add text. And again, if you want to add emoticons, find them, add them, resize them, and move them to where you'd like them to be. Do this as many times as you'd like. Arrow tool, you can always flip horizontally if you prefer. And on uniform, drag the blue bar to resize it. Use the green bar to rotate whenever you'd like to, and resize as needed. Arrow tool to get out of that. I think my Frogger needs a body, so I'll try to grab that same color with the eyedropper tool, 1 finger on the screen, Layers panel, find the Frogger head, click on the layer beneath it. If it happens to be empty like mine, use it. If not, add a new layer. Click on the Layers panel, tap on this layer, and select Drawing Assist if you'd like it to mirror. It should now say Layer Assisted. Great. Click on the Brush tool and select Calligraphy, Monoline, or Inking Technical Pen, whatever is your preference. Add in whatever shapes you prefer to your emoticons. Here I'm just going to add some cartoon legs to my frog. 2-finger swipe right on the layer to activate Alpha Lock whenever you need to paint one specific area. When you've finished adding whatever you'd like to your game, click on the Layers panel. Scroll all the way to the top, tap on the top layer, plus symbol to add a new layer. Use whatever color you'd like to for highlights. I've chosen my pink color. Now I will click on the color circle and choose something similar, lighter and brighter. Click on the brush tool and choose whatever you prefer. I myself am going to use Inking Studio Pen. Add the highlights to the Game Boy wherever you'd like them to be, at whatever brush size you prefer. Tap Edit Shape and move it whenever you'd like to. And add these wherever you'd prefer for them to be. Edit Shape, arrow tool again, and you can move it to where you'd like it to be. If you need to erase back any extra lines, do so now. Clean up any lines that you don't like, and then we'll go on. Add highlights to the Game Boy wherever you think they should go. For example, I'll add some to this, the up, down, left, right buttons, and some smaller ones to these buttons as well. Using the arc, edit shape if you need to or want to, brush tool, and again over here. Brush tool to get out of that, quick pinch to get back to large size. Click on the Layers panel, add a new layer, click and hold this layer and drag it all the way to the bottom, beneath your Game Boy but above the background color. Tap on background color and adjust it if you'd like to. I'd like mine brighter. Tap done whenever you find the color you want. Click on the brush tool and under textures or vintage, find whatever you would like for the tablecloth to be. So here I've selected vintage and myrtle. Choose a color for your tablecloth top. Zoom out if you need to. My opacity is 100% and my brush size is actually 100% as well. For these brushes, leave the pencil on the screen the entire time, otherwise the pattern will break. I lifted mine there, so I'll 2-finger tap and try again. You can click on the Layers panel, and on this layer, tap on the large N, change it to lighten or screen, add, whatever you prefer. I think I like screen, and I'll bring my blue opacity bar down to something like 85%. Tap on the layer to get out of that. Swipe left on your Game Boy layer, which for me is layer 1. Tap Duplicate. Tap on this layer, tap it again, choose Select. Make sure that color fill is blue, and find whatever color you want for your shadow. Here I'm just choosing a kind of dark blue-gray color. Pick whatever you like. Click the magic wand, Gaussian blur, layer if you have it. Place your pencil on the screen and push it toward the right. I think I'll leave mine at about 10.5. Click on the arrow tool, and on the opposite side from wherever you added your highlights, push the shadow to that area. Click on the Layers panel, tap on the large N, and move it to either linear burn or multiply, whichever one you prefer. I'll use linear burn, but I'll actually drag the blue opacity bar down a little bit to something like 80. Click on the Layers panel, click it again to get out of that. 2-finger pinch to get back to the largest size. Tap on the wrench, canvas, drawing guide, turn that off. Tap to get out of that. 4-finger tap on the screen all together to close all of the options into this rectangle. And admire your beautiful work. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know what you thought. See you next time!